When you follow your dreams, it's amazing what you can do. After building our camper in 2016, I believe we got everything just about right. But now, 7 years later, things are different. We're different, our needs and plans have changed, but most of all, technology has moved on, which brings us where we are today. Well, yes, I'm in a totally different place to the last clip. The memory card on the camera ended up being corrupt, so I lost quite a little bit of footage. But however, it was probably just me, just rambling on. So we're at the stage now where I cleaned off the roof, and I'm now fixing the solar panels. So just to recap them, the solar panels at the back there, they're stopping, going to one Muppet unit. The space down here is going to take two 375 solar panels. They're going to go to a secondary Muppet unit. And then at the front then, we've got the toolboxes on the roof rack over the cab. The small 50-watt solar panel, that's going to stay, and that's going to trickle charge the truck batteries. And the hoist, that is also stopping, so I don't have to move that, thankfully. And the patch in the corner there, that's actually offloading the toolboxes where the targets are now. So the target's going to stop there, and I've got an offloading point. So I'm just actually installing two large solar panels, and this is going to give me, this is going to take the wattage now from around about 350 up to 1100. So I'm just drilling the holes here for this is a TV aerial. This is going to go on like so, and then up like so. It's imperative that you tiger seal everything up on the roof. In fact, don't be tempted into using silicons when you're doing the overland build or camper build. Definitely need to be a PU bond based substance. So yeah, this I'm using Silcaflex. There's Silcaflex, Tiger Seal. There's quite a few on the market, but yeah, just don't think you can use a silicon, because silicon, I can certainly tell you, being in the building trade, silicon, half the silicon on the market is ideal for sticking panels onto a wall, and that's it. When you're looking at the longevity of silicon or the water resistance of silicon, to be quite honest with you, you can go to Screwfix and get a cheap tube of silicon for £2 or £3. Now, keep away from it. As I stick with this stuff, or even, like I said, Tiger Seal, anything like that. Now I've tried to position this into the centre of the truck. The cable, literally, there isn't much play on the cable. Obviously putting things up on your roof, you've got to look out for them tree branches what always wanted to knock things off. So something like this, I'm hoping with this pivoting this way, if it did get knocked, rather than snapping the bracket, I'm hoping it would just push. Whether that would work or not, I doubt it, but yeah, I mean, you can actually set it like that, and then when you want to watch TV, you just put the bracket up, I guess. Ready? Yeah. 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 I think so. Just a couple of brackets to seat the, or just to support the centre of the solar panels. Certainly helps with the vibration. Right, 2 support brackets. I'm just going to run some PU bond underneath this, and then underneath the other one, and then we can connect them together and hopefully get them in place. There you go. It's just starting to rain a little bit. I think it's only a passing shower, but that's the solar panels fitted. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So I think with it raining, I think it's time for a cup of tea. Oof. Right, okay. A little bit of something different this week. Yes, some of you will find it boring, some of you will find it interesting. Myself, I don't get excited when we talk electrics, I'll be honest with you. Don't mind fitting the solar panels and doing the DIY manual stuff, but when it comes to the electrics, I find it very boring. So this week I'm going to personally thank Armoured Engineering in Nottingham just for allowing me to stay here and actually work on the camper. They've made a couple of brackets, which thanks very much to Simon and Ashley. Thank you to Midsummer Solar as well. I've been using Midsummer Solar now for quite a few years, and they've been absolutely spot on. Decent price on the solar panels and some. So I'll put both the links down in the description. It's probably going to be a 2 or 3 part episode, this one. Like I said, I'm not going to go too deeply into the power upgrade too much, because there's people out there, experts out there, what can tell you the facts, the figures. They can talk about watts, amps, and they can bore your socks off. So I'm not going to do that. It's going to be straightforward. I fitted this is the upgrades, and this is what we've got. So the bracket we've made and what I've designed, as you can see, is a lot more heavier duty. Still needs welding up, so it's only just been tacked. We have 2 more springs here, but these pivots here, once they're welded onto this frame, will allow the bike to bounce up and down like so, but then this section here will allow the bike to move forward and backwards. So yeah, hopefully this will cure the problem of the frame snapping. So I think that's about it. That's all we can do now. The springs are from a kid's trampoline, so they should actually hold this in place here, but yet allow the bike to move left and right, or forwards and backwards, and yet the up and down movement should be taken care of with this arm. Now this is on a ball joint on the bike, so the ball joint can obviously pivot. The recess here at the back is to allow these cables to actually lift the bike up and down. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to spray it with Galvaroid first, and then we may, I don't know, I've got a feeling the bike rack needs a slight upgrade anyway, and I think that's something we may do later on in the year, or maybe next year. But it's a little bit crude. I did actually design and construct this myself, and the original design were nothing like this at all. But yeah, after being to several fabricators, the big ones weren't interested unless they were wanting 15 made, and the small fabricators were actually scared of the bike falling off. So yeah, I had to like design it and build it myself. And I must admit, for the last 7 year or 6 year, it's worked perfectly fine. The problem is now with the bike, with the new bike, it's a little bit wider, and the bike is actually very slightly leaning outwards. Where I would like the bottom rail here to move back out, so it actually pulls the bike a little bit more plumb. But apart from that, it's worked perfectly fine. A little bit of an upgrade, maybe look a little bit kinder to the eye. But apart from that, it's another job ticked off. Right, so that's everything just about stripped out.